yesterday passed the compromised version of the Combating Autism Act.
They did.
Yeah. And Joe Barton, after saying that he would never pass any single disease legislation, they reached a compromise with Autism Speaks and one of those other groups, and passed. Well, it's probably more good news than bad. You know?
Well, as we said, we think it pushes the ball down the field to some degree.
Yeah, they didn't have to make the deal, and I didn't support it, but it's not up to me.
Right.
And my wife didn't support it, and her senator didn't support it. And as a result of that, the Wrights, who didn't distinguish themselves in all of this, stopped talking to her, which is disgraceful behavior on their part after she worked tirelessly, and so did I, to help them get where they are. So, but
to help them,
they don't have to explain this to me. They have to explain it to their kid and their grandkid and all that. So, but this disgraceful behavior on their part. But the bill does. It does a lot of things, and one of the things it does is it gets on the record that it's important that this environmental research be done. Unfortunately, the bill took out the specific funds to
earmarked for that
specific research that the NIH would be required to turn over to the NIEHS and yada yada yada.
But it put the ball on the tee.
Yeah. So, but it became more about. Getting something passed than it did about doing the right thing. So, but you know, you have to look at it from their standpoint too. I mean, you have to live in the real world, and you know, we don't have an autistic child, and we only wanted to help because they wanted us to, and so you do what you can do, and at some point people don't want you to help them anymore, and that's fine too. And then you have to understand that. You know, some of these people, if you take money from the pharmaceutical industry, and if you're involved with companies that are responsible for polluting the environment, why would you want to support legislation that might find people who you're in bed with culpable? You just, I mean, you have to function in life, and you do what you can do, and you make compromises. And so the bottom line is probably.
You know what they did? They didn't run the ball back. They called for a fair catch. That's exactly what happened. Well,
we took it down to the 5-yard line for him. It's first down. There's plenty of time left, and he kicked a field goal.
They did.
However, it's good news.
Wide right.
It's good news for there's millions of these parents and people who greatly suffer. One thing they have to stop saying is that they wish their kids had cancer. It's worse than because it's stupid. They're stupid for saying it, and it's stupid to say that.
Silly.
Stop saying it. You know what the hell you're talking about.
No, you don't distinguish yourself with that at all.
No, you don't. And you don't distinguish yourself in your behavior in terms of how you comport yourself with people who helped you. It's disgraceful. But
flag on that.
It's a long road.
Yeah, it is.
And we'll see how it winds up. Coming up on a quarter.